Here's the thing about my work. If you think you see another artist in it, it's there. It's absolutely there. I mean, Georgia O'Keeffe is there, Agnes Pelton's there, Mark Rothko, Jackson Pollock, de Kooning.
Of course, stylistic influence isn't everything that counts. And in fact, I think at times it can be inhibiting because it really is presenting works of art as if they're a kind of enactment of earlier art history. And I think that as these stylistic things get absorbed, in a way it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter where they come from. All art comes from something.
The color for this show is very different than the color for my last show. This exhibition is more of an interior landscape, that the colors are much more taken sometimes from an experience. There's a painting called Gloria, and that color you could say was from Renaissance painting, maybe Ascension paintings, like a kind of glorious Titian pink. There's a painting called 2018, which has 4 very evil floating figures. And there's a kind of a deep army green, and obviously it's a reference to war.
She's spoken very frankly about how she wants her pictures to evoke emotion, just as Rothko did. And while Rothko isn't a stylistic influence on her work, I think he's an example of the kind of approach to putatively abstract painting and seeing it as actually representational of something else.
So I might be going in one direction, but then the solution is to turn the corner and go down a different street. So I never can tell what the picture is going to look at from the time I start. And it's always a question to me, like, say I started painting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It would be an entirely different painting if I waited till 3:15.
I find it interesting that we are in a period where a lot of art is about ideas and meanings, and that what is thought to be most important is not the work itself, but the ideas and meanings which it relates to. I don't think her work is like that. I think that there obviously is reference, but what's important to her is also presence. She wants the work to have presence, which will then engage you so that you can really start to think about what actually is happening on the surfaces of the work. And I find it just fascinating that she seems to have moved very strongly into these big horizontals. And she has referred to her work as sort of formatted like history paintings. And history paintings, of course, are traditionally horizontal because horizontal pictures have a narrative dimension. We read them from left to right, and traditionally these paintings described important events, important happenings, told stories.
So this group of paintings goes from incredibly evil, like violent pictures, to ecstatic paintings. The same themes of above and below, the seen and the unseen, the quick and the dead. Those themes are all still in this work. It's hard for me to talk about because that's why I paint.